All right, this is going to be a quick reading for my Virgo Libras out there, which is what I am. I'm going to do a quick past life and karma card reading, and then I'll go into kind of some situations that you're currently dealing with. We'll pull some cards to understand maybe some advice, past, present, and future that brought you into this current energy, and we'll see what else the divine has to say. This will be your messages from the divine, and as always, I want to thank my spirit guides, my ancestors for being here with me, the light that surrounds me, that continues to keep me protected. I want to thank God above all, the Most High, and I only want to welcome beings, interdimensionals, or otherwise that have my highest good and your highest good into this space. So after that, let's get going here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one of these past life cards and see what kind of energies you're dealing with. What kind of past energies do you need to understand maybe a little bit better? What type of life would be helpful for you to kind of get a feel for? Let's see. Tell me about Virgo Libra, which is the cusp of beauty, by the way. And I don't know if anyone's like me. It's not a very good way to describe us, I don't think. I never really felt like I was physically beautiful, but not ugly either. But anyway, okay, so what I've got here is Greco-Roman. Interesting. So, let's see, tell me more. This is a karma card. We're going to see what kind of energy you're working, what kind of karma you may be working to burn off currently. Funny, the other day I said all roads lead to Rome, right? And I'll tell you more about that, but I was trying to kind of describe the process of spiritual awakening and of becoming your own kind of self. And I grew up Christian, and so this idea of heaven and hell and good and bad is very prevalent in my life. And at the end of the day, all roads lead to Rome, right? Whichever side you want to be on, I think it kind of leads to the same place in a way. There's water and there's fire, and we could argue all day over which one is better, but fire actually purifies things if you get the right temperature, right? Water actually separates and the impurities settle to the bottom. And so anytime it's shaken, all those impurities come back up. Whereas fire, you can put something into the fire, the refiner's fire, and it actually burns out all of those impurities. They're gone. And so one could argue that technically, if we're looking at it in a material way, hell would actually be the way to go if you want to come back and have all of these things out of you. So that's just my 2 cents. So what I'm getting here right now is, let's see, the karma you're dealing with is in the 9th house. So that's going to be something that is actually seen, right? Above the horizon, things that can be seen. The 9th house is working with, I explore, so expanded horizons, like philosophy, religion, travel, education. 9 is really about the idealist, right? The compassion, universal love, really humanitarianism, mystical things, being very charming, things like that. So we're working within this field that I was just speaking of, right? Religion, philosophy, understanding the things that are behind the veil, but doing so in a very above the horizon, things that can be seen type way. So that's a very tumultuous place to be sometimes. And what you're dealing with right now is spiritual values. So that's really front and center right now for you, and it is for me as well. And it ties into this Greco-Roman thing because, when you think about Rome, we really base a lot, especially here in America, but we base kind of almost everything off of this ancient society in a way, right? But, what's coming to mind right now is how the Romans they were a freaking machine, right? They would go and they would capture, they would go and seize property, right? And take land and kingdoms, I guess, or whatever. And when they did that, when they won a battle, when they won over a territory, they would, anyone left, they would allow them to become a Roman, right? And there was really not a whole lot of options. It was that or die, right? And when they did that, unfortunately, like, imagine your family being killed by these people, and then suddenly you're part of this group of people, and you have to be friends with them, and you have to integrate with them, and just swallow your pride. And I'm assuming that a lot of them were not fans of the establishment, but they had to just play along until they didn't, and that's kind of what ended up taking Rome down, right? Is this this backhanded thought process. Like, people, the Romans thought, oh, we're helping them, but at the end of the day, they weren't helping them at all, because their values didn't align. And so that's coming up for me now. So maybe that's something that you also need to understand is, a life of which you are in a situation that does not align with your core belief system. And what do you do? Do you integrate? Do you play the part? Or do you become the rebel and push your way through? I think there's value to both. I think sometimes being in the middle is the place to be in that situation. But at some point, you have to get off the fence, right? So the other things that you're dealing with karmically is long-range thinking or travel, and what is to be shared. So spiritual values, as if it or they came from all there is. Long-range thinking, the philosophies and laws involved, and what is to be shared, do it in a big way. So karmically, you're having to push yourself to understand that you are special, that maybe you did come from a higher place than the majority of people. And that's a hard thing for me to grasp. So it probably is a hard thing for others as well. Long-range thinking, this is tied to a lack of goal setting, a lack of understanding, and really projecting into the future of specific goal, and allowing yourself to fully dive in and understand the philosophies and laws involved with that goal. What are you trying to accomplish or overturn, and why? And make sure you truly understand that, because I think maybe in the past that was a challenge for you and something that you didn't do in a past life that maybe led to your downfall. What is to be shared, do it in a big way. So if you're going to share something, push yourself to just reveal, be totally vulnerable, and don't hold back in that area, because that was your purpose. That is what you're supposed to do. And you take all the time you need prior to sharing, but once you're ready to share, be ready. So that's the message I have there. Now, let's see. Virgo, Libra. Beautiful one. Let's see some, these are homemade cards that I have here. So let's see. Tell me more about Virgo, Libra. Tell me kind of what situations they're currently dealing with. What's the overall energy of these situations that are on their mind today? Let's see. Okay. So we got red skies in the morning, sailor's warning, storms are brewing, get to dry land and buckle down. An alien, you can't lie to me, I know what you're thinking, telepathic dreams and songs. Yeah, so something's coming up. You feel it in every part of your being, and you see it presented in front of you. You see all the signs. There's a storm coming, and you need to get to dry land. And that someone else, there's another party involved here that can see right through your act. You're acting like you got to pull together. You don't. So just admit that. I think maybe could be the biggest thing, is just admit that. And you actually know, what I'm getting now is that that this other person is hiding something as well. And you have asked them about it, but they're not being honest, and you're not sure how to tackle that. Just know that hold on to what you know. There's not much you can do right now other than just wait it out, I think, at this point. What else? This is coming through for Libra. Okay, we've got. So you're learning structure. You're actually starting to build something that you've never built before, and that's like a solid foundation, a routine. Becoming less of a weirdo and more of someone that can be in this world because you've realized that that's where you want to be. This is not fate. This is actually something caused by external forces. This is what's happening right now is not from the divine, is what I'm getting. There's a lot of other energies here that are this card came in upside down, so that are causing this, and the divine is actually trying to come in and help you, but they're trying to find the best way forward because you didn't take the path they set out for you, and that's okay, but they're trying to make sure that you can continue. There's a lot of self-love going on right now with you. You are in a very creative spirit, which is great. Just be careful with your intentions. You are very plugged in and connected to the divine. Hold on to that. Don't lose that. Keep the faith. Keep praying. Keep yearning for more. And sometimes it's okay to be silent, right? So sometimes non-action is the best action to take, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting currently. Let's find out more about who these energies are. This just kind of flew out, so let's see. Those were from a past reading. We're going to shuffle these real quick. All right. Okay. Who are some of these energies that we're dealing with here? Libra. All right. Unexpected income and despair. So this to me feels like, this despair card feels like someone that's kind of playing the part of the victim. The number 32 could be significant. Someone that doesn't have a job could be significant. Number 27, and this unexpected income. I feel like this person that is playing the part of victim is actually getting paid to do this. Like it's something weird like that. Yeah, they're blocking communication from someone else. They're trying to keep you in the dark because there's someone coming through that isn't necessarily material wealthy, but has something that you need, and they know that, and they don't want you to leave. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to pull some tarot now. We're just going to see what we get. This is the Prism Tarot deck. It's one of my new favorites. All right, so we're going to pull past, present, and future for you. We're going to look at where you're at currently, what brought you to this current place, and what's coming up for you. Okay, so Virgo, Libra, let's see. Okay, so currently, okay. So the energy I'm getting currently is there were some emotional messages that came in recently that has caused your mental capacity to really it's not that it's any less than it normally is. I mean, you still have the same mindset, but you're struggling to be motivated. You're struggling to find your strength to keep going. Used to be very ambitious, and right now it's just kind of like, okay, I got to go with the flow or just go through the motions. You're feeling like things are really unfair, right? They're not balanced at all. And the thing that's got you holding on, it's by threads, is this emotional tie with someone, this partnership that you have. It's the only thing that you have left, really, that's keeping you kind of somewhat grounded, right? So let's see, what brought you here? What brought you to this energy? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. So the energy I'm picking up that brought you into where you're at now, kind of this like stagnant place, trying to like hold on by threads, is someone who made you feel very unstable, or someone or something made you feel very unstable. Maybe they were cruel, maybe they were just impatient or dominant or just like dogmatic. There was something very that got you really out of your zone, out of character, because these two energies just clash, kind of like it's like you're very compassionate and tolerant, and when someone comes in that is dogmatic and cruel and impatient with you, it really causes a lot of challenges for you. And it actually it brought up your childhood. It brought you into your trauma, and that's why you're dealing with this now. So it's not a bad thing that you're here, right? This is probably exactly what you needed. So what's coming up for Virgo Libra? Okay, we got the Sun card. It's in reverse, but that's okay. Okay, so we have some clarity of sorts coming in. It's not going to be what you wanted. Okay, it's not going to be the clarity that you were hoping for, but it is going to be some clarity for you in a positive way. There's going to be some stability in a very unstable way, if that makes sense. Looks like travel, perhaps, getting outside of your current home environment, which is going to be positive for you. This is a positive reading here for the future. And then there's also going to be a lot of actually emotional stability. You're coming up in a place where you're finally going to have some ground to stand on of your own. You being a little bit more cautious about where you're putting your energy. This is really good. And this is all happening because of these challenges that you faced recently and because of this other person, sort of party that brought you through these challenges. So no matter whether this clarity that comes out is about them and it's bad, even still thank them and thank the situation because it got you exactly where you wanted to be. So what is the advice that's coming through? Let's see. Okay, so what we're getting in terms of your advice is Stop seeking the truth. You know the truth. Be selfish right now. It's okay to be intolerant even right now because you need to protect your energy, but also take the leap, be the fool, become the novice, the one that doesn't know anything, because that's kind of the part you need to play to get where you need to go. And that's in your actions. Okay. You don't have to play that part in your mind, but play it outwardly in your actions. Go explore the track, the walk the footsteps of a novice, someone that doesn't know, that's learning, that doesn't have all these intuitive messages, that isn't clear on how things are, because you are clear, and you're right, but it doesn't matter because you need to play this part so that you can get what you want. And it's not wrong. I know that's a struggle for me, probably a struggle for you, but just that's the message that's coming out. So quickly, I'm going to get you a Rebel deck card. Okay, what is Virgo Libra's message that you want to give her or him? You're giving away your power. You're a badass, act like it. So exactly what I said, right? So, all right, happy Monday. You guys have a wonderful week. And hopefully hit the subscribe button. I'm new to this, so trying to build up my channel and get my messages out there the best I can. I have some other things I'm going to share that are way more important than this, but for now, I really just want to begin the process of the things that I love, and this is one of them. So thanks for your time.